Travelling to Twickenham in the 70s held no fear for the Welsh. In 1976, England were holders of the wooden spoon, and the rivalry was becoming increasingly one-sided. The men in red had lost just once to their nearest neighbours in the previous 12 meetings. That solitary defeat was in 1974. It was a match that JPR Williams missed, thus keeping his undefeated record against the old enemy intact.
Well, I was very fortunate, having spent most of my rugby career living in London, that my best record was against England. And not only had I played against them at under 15, under 18 level as a junior and never lost, I played at senior level on 11 occasions and came out with 11 Ws. The previous year we'd had 6 new caps over in Paris and managed to win against the odds.
The charge downfield from Graham Price. And Price, this could be a dramatic score. They'll never believe it in Pontypool.
The great strength to me, and I think it's the same in all teams really, is just strength in depth. And we had lots of very good players who could not get near the international side. Most of our play was off the cuff. We practiced a lot. We were very confident in each other's ability. There's a lot of good running off the ball. But at the end of the day, it was just a self-belief. There was no telling off of players who did things which the coach didn't agree with. You were allowed to have a free hand. And if it didn't come off, then that was just bad luck. But if it came off, it was great.
Wales were the reigning Five Nations champions, and the key to that success was stability.
We had a settled side at the time. Having Gareth Edwards at scrum half certainly gave the team a tremendous confidence. And apart from a few occasions, it was virtually Barry John and Phil Bennett throughout the 70s.
Wins the throws, Mervyn Davies again.
We had very good forwards who were mobile as well, but we had the half-backs to bring the best out of the outside backs.
It's going to be another try for JJ Williams. He's made it.
Virtually that same team stayed together, although there had been a little bit of furore in Wales that Phil Bennett was demoted to number 3 in the outside half position. But fortunately, from Phil's point of view, both John Bevan and Dave Richards were injured, so he came in for the first game in '76, which happened to be England at Twickenham. England was never an easy game, although it was very lucky ground from my point of view. They had a very good pack of forwards, and David Duckham and John Spencer in the backs. But I think probably their weakness was that they could never settle on a half-back combination. And I played with them against a lot of the English players, and they should have been a better team than they were.
The referee, the little Frenchman Georges Domergue, town mayor of Belloc, and this is his 3rd major international match. And Monsieur Domergue has a reputation for keeping play moving, for playing the advantage law to its limit. And I'm sure everybody here hopes that that's how he'll referee this match today. Wales then may have won the toss. It's Martin Cooper to kick off for England. And the match gets underway with Cooper's long kick up to his opposite number, Phil Bennett. And what a heartwarming welcome there for Phil Bennett as he made his first good clean catch and his lovely touch kick. His partner there, Gareth Edwards, the most capped scrum half in the world, 42 internationals. Tony Neary wins the first line out. Beaumont drives on the peel. Back it comes to Lankowski, to Cooper. Cooper, his kick half charged down by Bennett into the Welsh 25. John Williams saves for Wales. And John Williams, who has the arm strength of a forward, but losing it, Lankowski, Cooper along the line to Maxwell. David Cook caught by Fenwick, gives it to Squires. Squires trying to run past JJ Williams. Good tackle there, kicked on by Maxwell. Bobby Windsor with the first throw-in of the match. And there's a chance for a try there, but the referee was unsighted. The referee undecided. Peter Wheeler dashing through there, Andy Ripley there as well. And the large English contingent here calling for all the poundage that the English pack can put into this scrummage. Lankowski tries to get the scrum straight. Wheeler wins his first strike. The Welshman managed to turn it, but good work by Ripley. Cooper missing out one man. This is a great chance for Hignell. The interception by Fenwick. England still as close as that. And a penalty for, I think, going round in an offside position. Bam by Alan Martin, Edwards, Phil Bennett, to big man Gravel. Gives it there to Evans, the Swansea flank forward. Out there to Fenwick, tries to give it to Cobner. Bobby Windsor has it, and he's got Ripley as well. Cobner feeds it out to Bennett, what a marvellous catch. Out there to Gravel. The kick through meant for Gerald Davis. Hignell caught there by John Williams, the fullback. That's Lankowski in front of the English post. The red jerseys have masked quickly there. Ball held. Wales not responsible for the stoppage. It's the England 25. And Martin Cooper signalling to his backs to move forward. Now see how the England backs are lying level with the rear feet of the scrummage, which is the offside line, knowing that Wales have the put in and that their backs will probably attack. Mervyn Davies caught on the pickup. Drive away there by Lankowski. Maxwell out to Cook. Cook is Squires outside, and this is Squires over halfway, running past Gareth Edwards. There's support there. Oh, what a fine bit of running. Maxwell's up there too. And eventually it's Phil Bennett who cleared. The crowd here really lapping up every moment of this tremendously exciting opening 10 minutes or so. You can see the big men there, Mervyn Davies, number 8. Further on you see Alan Martin, once he straightens up, number 4, 6'6", pretty near. And with a great jump capability, but it was Mervyn Davies, Edwards, Bennett, they've missed out Fenwick. Get through to John Williams from Gravel. This is John Williams who sets a new Welsh record today. 34 caps, the most capped Welsh fullback, beating the great record of Billy Bancroft of Swansea way back in 1890-1900. And Wales have cut the line out to 4. Charlie Falconer, number 1, Jeff Wheel, Alan Martin, Mervyn Davies. A great jump by Martin. Edwards gives it to Graham Price. Price, what a good move. And there you saw the aggression of those Pontypool forwards, much to the liking of the Welsh section of the crowd. Graham Price, number 3, the tight head prop, getting to within a couple of yards of the English line. Bobby Windsor, one of the 7 British Lions in the Welsh side, throwing in. Meant for Mervyn Davies. Cobner was going through. Lankowski got in well too. The whole of Wales calling for a little bit extra here. It's England's put in, Wales probably opting for an 8-man shove or for a turn. It certainly is very dangerous for the English because there's their goal line. You can see the rear feet. Ripley's feet are only a metre away. Oh, and it's a score there. What a tragedy for the English, but what a bit of quick thinking by Gareth Edwards. Gareth Edwards Edwards, the toast of Wales at this moment. It really all looked so simple. You can see how the ball stuck there, and Gareth Edwards, who needs no second invitation, was over in a second with that great strength of his. Ripley trying to hold it in to catch someone offside. Lampkowski straight back to Hignell. A catch there by Gareth Edwards, and it was a penalty for a mile offside. George Demerck, the referee, of course, waiting for the possible advantage. You never know, Edwards might have got it away and somebody might have run and scored a try. But they didn't. Alan Martin from about 45 metres. Martin hit it well, looks good. It is good. No wonder those Welshmen are absolutely delighted, because Wales have suddenly stretched ahead by 9 points to 0 with 20 minutes of the first half over. Cooper restarts. Frank Cotton in there, but Alan Martin offside. And Alistair Hignell asked to try another penalty goal, and I suppose at this stage Welsh hearts are very happy indeed, and it will take a really good goal kick like this to lift England just a little bit. Those were two real hammer blows within 4 minutes by the Welshman, and it's astonishing how one really good goal kick can lift the confidence of a side. Although Alistair Hignell having to kick through this great volume of song. Hignell, oh, long and far. What a goal! Bobby Windsor checking up every time on the signal. Alan Martin beats Wilkinson to it, but Tony Neary makes a great breakthrough. What a drive by the English skipper. Great control of the ball. In goes Peter Wheeler. Wheeler setting it up beautifully. Lampkowski to Cooper, to Maxwell, to Cook, out to Squires. Squires has Hignell outside him. Hignell almost up to the 25, tackled by Bennett. Inside there to Keyworth. What a move by England, and great cover by the Welsh. Peter Squires, the injured player, and this will be disappointing for England if he has to retire altogether, because he snapped up a good few tries, 7 altogether in international matches. Peter Squires of Harrogate and Yorkshire, and England a man short as Phil Bennett lifts it high to Hignell. Hignell in, Evans takes it on, feeds out to Gravel, Gerald Davis. Davis trying to come inside Duckham. Good tackle by Duckham and a touchdown by Lampkowski. Number 16, the replacement, he's Peter Priest of Coventry, who's no stranger to the international arena. This will be his 12th international match. There are the boys at the tail, Mervyn Davis and the big man Ripley, marking each other, great rivals. Lampkowski, tackled there by Mervyn Davis. Oh, what a great bit of number 8 play that was. The tackle and the robbing and the making the ball available. Gareth Edwards again. Gareth Edwards seems to have a roadmap of every ground in the British Isles, showing him little spaces in between the bodies. Once again, an Edwards kick puts the pressure on England. The hooker throwing in, of course, is really kind like an extra flank forward. You see Peter Wheeler there. Now, when he throws in, if Wales gets the ball, he's got the shortest cut really to the Welshman. The first bad pass from Lampkowski. Oh, a great scrummage thrust by England, nonetheless, from Mervyn Davies to Edwards to Bennett to Fenwick. They've missed out John Williams, the fullback. JJ, this is John Williams now. Can John Williams score his third try against England? Yes, he can. It all came from this feed by Mervyn Davies. And then the slick passing, and the crucial pass was this one here by Fenwick, missing out JPR Williams and giving it to JJ. Then did you see that marvellously improvised pass inside by JJ? And this is JPR, who used all of his 14 stones and his acceleratory power to get there. A rare battle between those two hefty young giants, standing number 2 in the line-out. Jeff Wheel, there's Billy Beaumont with the sideburns. Two great hefty lads they are, and of course they get that fast ball that's so difficult to control. Edwards, David Duckham. Not a great pass. Maxwell in trouble. Cook as well. That's Peter Priest. Back goes Phil Bennett. Yes, they'd love that one down at Straddy. Phil Bennett, marvellous in that cover position and absolutely secure with the kick. England using the tail. Ripley getting it to Beaumont. Trying to tie in the Welsh flankers. And again going round, I think, on the wrong side. Once again then a chance for Alistair Hignall to repeat his feat of the earlier stages with his penalty goal. Hignall, long, far, drifting in. Oh, another beauty. Hignall. Referee's whistle has gone for half-time, and Wales have reached this interval stage leading by 15 points to 6, having had the satisfaction of scoring 2 very good tries, one an opportunist affair and the other one created.
We just get together and say, okay, guys, we've weathered the storm the first 20 minutes. We're in the lead now, albeit by not a great margin. Let's up our game second half and finish them off, basically. Sir Merv was a man of very few words, but he tended to lead by example, and we just followed him. And as they say, the rest is history.
Phil Bennett then starts the second half. Charlie Falconer tries to collect it in. And I'm sure Tony Neary made the point to the English side that they need an early score really to bring them right back into this match. Lampkowski to Cooper. Cooper angling the kick, but John Williams, the fullback, well positioned. That one through the gap, and Cooper there covering his own not very good kick, and Hignall himself coming up to help as well. Wheeler throwing. Lampkowski taking them on again. This is his 40. Cooper almost through on the crash ball. Mervyn Davies rescuing again. Evans, the flanker, out to Cobner. Cobner feeds on there to Edwards. Great stuff by Wales. Fenwick. JJ Williams. JJ Williams, will he score another kick-ahead try? Hignall again saving for England. But JJ Williams showing how absolutely lethal he is in the narrow space, and with that deft little chip kick of his, it's got him so many tries. He really is a past master at that art. Gareth Edwards trying to get them straight. Bobby Windsor has won the strike. Mervyn Davies holding it in. Now he's going for the pickup, but a boot got to it. Edwards to Phil Bennett. That's Gravel, this big Llanelli centre. Trevor Evans, the Swansea flank forward. Edwards, there must be a score here. Fenwick trying to charge his way over. And it's back again to Gareth Edwards. Edwards held out just a yard short. One thrust after another by the Welshman, and superb English defence. They really blocked the gaps there. England again showing excellent scrummage control. This front row is very powerful. Lampkowski to Cooper. Cooper through into space. In comes John Williams. John Williams would make a marvellous flank forward, I must say. It was a great thrust. See how the ball is made available. Evans, the flanker, caught by Ripley. In goes Lampkowski. This is Peter Priest. Out to Cooper. Cooper to Cook. Cook gives it to Maxwell. Maxwell half through. David Duckham was outside him on halfway. Gives it to Cook. Cook coming inside and showing great resolution in his first international. Tremendous roar from the England support here. They realise that an England try would cut the gap dramatically, and they enjoyed that little bit of neat play by the English midfield and outsides. And those sides have just got the 15 minutes left. Wales know that one more score would seal it. England know that one more score would give them great heart for the concluding stages. Tony Neary stood off that scrummage in a sort of standoff position. Now Lampkowski has stayed clear, and there's his service to Cooper. Oh, and the misfield there, and the pick-up by Bennett, and a real chance for JJ Williams. Who's going to get there first? I think it's going to be David Duckham. That was a great chase. The Welsh forwards almost destroying that one, but not quite. Lampkowski, Cooper. Oh, what a ricochet for Peter Priest. Out there to Anne Maxwell. Maxwell kicking clear. It's Maxwell and David Cook. And back goes Phil Bennett. Andy Maxwell perhaps kicking just a couple of yards too far. If it had stayed short of the line, he might have had more chance. Bennett with the dropout. What a beautiful kick. Up goes Bob Wilkinson as he's tackled there by Graham Price. But the referee deciding that Graham Price had tackled Wilkinson, who wasn't in possession. There'll be a lot of argument about the likes of that because, you know, you go in for the tackle, I think, assuming that the fellow has the ball. And if he doesn't catch it, of course, he tends to be knocked over. But it's a penalty to England. And a lot of the crowd whistling because I think they'd rather see England going for the try. Hicknell. That looks better, and it is. 15 points to 9 then for Wales. And with the 4-point try, of course, that means that England just need one try and a goal to draw level. But they haven't long. Wales within 10, 12 yards. Leading there by 6 points and almost into injury time. Edwards goes to standoff. Now it's Bennett. JPR, the fullback. Is he going to get his second try? Oh, what a killer blow for the Welshman. JPR Williams, the fullback, scores the try that must sew it up for Wales. That's his 4th try for Wales against England. 1970-72 and 2 today. And he appeared from absolutely nowhere. Now, notice him coming in there. Notice how he runs across from left to right and takes the little scissors pass, and how he's straightened through a gap as wide as a barn door. And just kept charging on. His strength eventually took him over despite a tremendous effort by David Duckham. That was a great try, and Fenwick puts the finishing touch to it by kicking the conversion, his third successful kick of the day. Gareth Edwards. The referee's whistle goes for the end of the match, and Wales have stretched away to that handsome victory by 21 points to 9. Their biggest victory ever here at Twickenham. The previous best was 12 points to 3.
We have the try scorers of the match here. JPR Williams got a couple for Wales, and Gareth Edwards. John, look, have you taken medical advice on your face today? Let's have a look. Lift your face and let's show.
It's not a very pretty sight, I'm afraid, Frank. I think I'm getting a bit like I'm want to be renamed the Henry Cooper of rugby. I seem to be cutting very easily nowadays.
Yeah. Now this side, of course, that's last week's there.
That's last week. I'm trying to hide it. I've had those stitches out today after the game.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I collected a couple on the other side. So it's I'm not having the best of luck at the moment, although I was quite pleased with a couple of tries this afternoon.
The victory that day at Twickenham was the first step towards a quadruple triple crown and paved the way to a Grand Slam season. They followed it with a comfortable win against Scotland in Cardiff.
And Trevor Evans does what he did against the Scots last year.
And then they piled on the points during a record win over Ireland in Dublin.
Space there, and Edwards, will he get that record try? Has he got it? It's given. Gareth Edwards with his 18th try. It's a penalty.
That result set up a tantalising finale against France, which included another memorable JPR moment.
John Williams puts him into touch at the corner flag.
But it showed what a great side we were at that time, in that we were able to absorb pressure. And a lot of the games that we won in the 70s were in the last 20 minutes of the game. And that, I think, showed our fitness, our skills, and our temperament as well, because nobody ever panicked. Even if we were losing 20 minutes to go, there was an innermost belief amongst the players and as part of the team that we still could come out on top.